Ready? Okay. Anyway, so today I was gonna like cook as I did this video, but then I realized I'd probably be really off topic. So this is just gonna be a little life update video, and also I'm gonna be talking about why I started eating meat again and why I stopped being vegetarian. This can be a very touchy subject. Okay, to start off with, I was vegetarian for 4 years, so I totally understand the super like defensive, like hardcore, like vegan vegetarian like mindset and all that kind of thing. And I still like understand, still agree with a lot of those like aspects and part of being like vegan and vegetarian, what you believe in and stuff. And like when it comes to like the environmental stuff and for your health benefits, I still understand like a lot of the facts and what is true. Like obviously everybody knows, like nowadays everybody knows dairy is just not good for you. Like it's not that I'm arguing this isn't a dairy kind of thing. This is more just like meat eating for my own benefit. I stopped eating meat, I guess you'd say, the very beginning of my freshman year of high school, and I'm a freshman in college now. And I have never, okay, I've always just been a big animal lover, so I've never liked the idea of eating animals, if you know what I mean. I don't like saying that in a way it sounds so like gruesome and stuff, but yeah, I've never really liked eating animals. And I, for one, have never even really liked like red meat or like meat that comes from a cow or anything. Or the only meat I ever really liked was chicken and bacon, but then I love pigs too much, so I stopped eating bacon a long time ago. And then the only red meat I really ate was hamburgers, and then like an occasional things, like if I ate like sausage for breakfast or random things like that. But for the most part, I really only ate chicken anyway. And then I started researching diets, and I just got into health kind of stuff. And I read all up on like the vegan vegetarian lifestyle. My mom just texted me, sorry. I watched like all the documentaries on Netflix, like all the like typical ones you've heard of, like Forks Over Knives, that one YouTube documentary, I forget what it's called. But there's a lot of them. And I was like, oh my gosh, I like can't eat meat anymore. Like it instantly just was like a turn off for me. Like once you watch videos of what goes on behind the scenes, like that gets stuck into your brain. And I still understand that. I still understand all the concepts behind it. So I don't want to be like attacked, because I know some people get attacked after starting eating meat again. And I really genuinely thought I would never eat meat again. Like all my friends knew me for just not eating meat. Like it was like not even just like, oh yeah, she doesn't like eat meat, she doesn't like meat. It was literally like all my friends identified me as like the vegetarian. It was like I'd make jokes about it, I didn't care, but it's just been this all of high school, so everyone was used to it. And I wasn't one of the type of people that was like, oh yeah, I don't eat meat. Like I told everyone, like I didn't care. And whenever I first stopped eating meat, I was very on top of it. Like I cooked every day, made meals every day. I kept track of like everything that was in my diet, making sure I got enough protein and everything like that. But as years went on, like I got my first job my sophomore year of high school, and I worked like non-stop, like all the time. I had that job for 2 years, and that on top of like junior year was like the busiest like high school year, everybody knows that. And I was always so busy, and I just stopped. And then I played lacrosse my sophomore year, and I just started getting more busy and getting more involved throughout high school, which gave me less time to cook. Like I'd get home from school after practice and I'd be dead and exhausted, so I stopped cooking as much. And around those times, like I noticed that I had less energy, I had less like motivation to do things. And so I was like, oh, this is a good idea to start getting on top of my diet again. So I started eating very healthy again. At one point I was vegan for like a month or two, and I honestly felt great during that time, loved it. It's just so, I hate saying that like, oh, I tried and like I failed at it. And like I genuinely felt great while doing that. I'm not saying anything bad about that diet. Like I totally agree with it if you do it properly and correctly. I felt great, but it's so much to keep on top of. I'm gonna fast forward like a year or two. My senior year came around again, was really lazy, didn't cook that much after I got back into it for that little period of time. I didn't cook that much. I just knew that my diet, what I was eating, was not like giving me enough protein, everything that I needed to be getting. One second, my friends call me. Hello? Okay, anyway, so where did I even leave off? I was just talking about how I started getting lazy, and literally like I'd wake up, it got senioritis, as seniors would say. My senioritis got so bad, I would wake up, like I'd skip first period almost every single day. My last semester, my senior year, was terrible. Like I skipped first period almost every single day. I just was completely slacking in all aspects of my life. I didn't cook food. Like I'd wake up, I'd grab coffee to go, I just drink coffee, and then that would keep me awake through my classes. I only had 5 periods, so I'd get out of my last period, and a lot of the time I had work, so if I only had like an hour before work, I'd go home, I'd eat like a banana or a Cliff Bar, or like make fried rice, like frozen stuff from Trader Joe's, or like there was like these little lasagna things I'd make. I'd eat that. I'd come home from work, and then I'd eat like a bag of something, and then go to bed. Like, and that was literally what I ate. Like my diet was just not good. I was not getting enough protein. I was not getting like all the nutrition that I needed. And that definitely started affecting my energy. So then fast forward to summer, after I graduated, I did kind of the same thing over summer. I mean, like I ate more over summer, but not that much. And there was multiple occasions, like all my friends could vouch for me, where I literally, like I'd go with them to Chick-fil-A and I'd get like a side salad or french fries or something, because we'd be going on a lot of road trips, and I'd be like, oh, I kind of just want to try a chicken nugget. And to the, even though I was vegetarian for all 4 years, like I could remember the exact taste of like Publix fried chicken, Chick-fil-A nuggets, like certain things I remember the exact taste of them. And I just really been wanting to try them, but I'm like, no, that's just in my head, like I don't want to try it. But now I know, like it was literally straight up, it was my body telling me that I needed more protein in my life. So I started eating eggs again, and I didn't eat eggs for like, again, like 3-4 years, and I really just didn't like them. And then I started like loving them. So when I'd go to breakfast places, I could order eggs, and I genuinely, from eating eggs, I started feeling better because there's just a lot of protein in them. And again, if I had been eating my diet properly, being vegetarian is totally fine. Like it's just like, whether you do it properly or not, you can't just eat Cheez-Its every day and think that you're gonna get enough protein. And so, and people always make that argument like, oh, how are you gonna be vegetarian? You don't eat enough protein. Again, as I'm saying, if you do it properly, yes, you can. Like, say I had for breakfast oatmeal, like I cooked homemade oatmeal. Then for lunch, I had like a quinoa salad or something with like garbanzo beans, that kind of thing in, or beans or lentils. Or like for dinner, I had broccoli stir fry. Like, you know what I mean? That's all that has enough protein in it if you eat enough of it. It's just that you can't eat 3 pieces of broccoli and expect to get enough protein. Like you have to eat enough of each thing. But yeah, so I've been saying this. And then one night, I literally was, actually I was visiting my friends at FSU, and I was visiting my friends at FSU, and I went to Zaxby's with some people, and I literally was just like, I'm gonna try chicken. So I tried a Zaxby's chicken finger, and I literally loved it. I was so afraid of my stomach hurting, and I was like, they were like laughing at me while eating it, because it was like, are you actually eating this right now? And so I ate it, and I literally loved it. I just had one because I was afraid it was gonna hurt my stomach. And then the next day, they went to Chick-fil-A. I didn't order anything, but I just had one chicken nugget of theirs, and I was like, okay, this tastes exactly how I remember it. I love it. I was like, I'm just gonna take it slow and start trying to eat it. And so then the next week I came home, and this is around the time that I moved out into my apartment. And so I went shopping, and I bought like chicken, and I came home. I remember I used to cook all the time when I was little, this like one certain chicken recipe. And so I looked it up that I cooked with my mom, and I made it for me and my 2 roommates, and they literally loved it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And ever since then, I've been cooking chicken. I genuinely feel so much better since eating it, because like the bottom line was I was not getting enough nutrition before. I still do not eat red meat. I don't eat pig, I don't eat cow, I've tried turkey, but I don't like it, so I'm not gonna eat that. But I really just only eat chicken. And then I've tried seafood. I like salmon. I'm not really a big fan of shrimp, but yeah, I cook chicken all the time, and I literally love it. It's nothing against the animals, it's nothing against that. I just know like my body was telling me to eat it, and that I was not getting enough protein. And I feel great now. Like I feel so much better. I have more energy, like genuinely I just have more energy. I'm more motivated to do things. It makes me more excited to cook. Like I can cook full meals for me and my roommates. Like I'll cook, my favorite recipes is barbecue chicken that I make. And I'll make barbecue chicken with like just sides of stuff. Like I made potatoes one time, but it was really good. I also love this recipe. It's like a stir fry that I make, and I do like chicken soy sauce, like stir fry kind of thing. And then I do like broccoli, zucchini, mushrooms, like that kind of stuff. My friend Abby's actually on the way over, and I'm gonna cook her some because she's sleeping over tonight. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story of why I started eating meat again. I'm probably gonna make a couple more videos on it. Like I kind of want to do like a vegetarian trying fast food or something like that. I don't know. If you have any questions about it, please comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. But please don't leave like any hate comments about like me starting to eat meat again or anything, because I totally understand the mindset of like a vegetarian and vegan. Like I understand that total concept. I still believe a lot of it. Just for me personally, it's best for me to be eating chicken right now. And yeah, that's the whole thing with that. And then on to my life update. This is, I guess, just if you're interested in hearing what's been going on in my life and why I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in a long time. But yeah, so I moved out into my apartment July 20th, and I filmed that move out vlog and everything, and I just never got around to editing it. During that time, like I was visiting my friends a lot who just went off to college, and like before they left, I was hanging out a ton with my friends, obviously, because I wouldn't see them for a long time. So that's what I was spending a lot of that time doing. And then when I started at college, I wasn't planning on rushing and doing a sorority, anything like that. But to both of my roommates were, and they're like, come on, you gotta do it. And then this one girl I talked to, like I go to school with, she like was talking to me about it. She's like, please do it, please do it. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna rush, there's no harm in it. Like if I don't like the rush process, I can just drop and not actually do a sorority. And so I rushed and I literally am already so happy. I'm not even initiated yet, but I'm in Alpha Chi Omega and I love it so much, and it takes up so much of my time. Like, it gives me so many things to do, so many people to meet. And then I also just started my new job, and I work at a restaurant, and I love it. Like, I love it so much. Like, it's my second job because I've told you guys before, I used to work at a retirement home and I served there, but this is obviously different because it's more like, it's like an actual restaurant. But I've been working a lot. Like, I worked like 5 days last week because I am completely broke, and so I get paid on Friday, thank God, because I need that money. Sorry, this is twisted and it's pissing me off. But yeah, I don't know what else I was even gonna say for this. I want to do a video of me making like a picture wall in my room because I still haven't decorated behind my bed. I want to do an apartment tour, more videos about probably my sorority maybe. Like, I'm not really sure. If you have any ideas, let me know. Oh, I definitely am going to do more cooking videos in the future. Like, I cook literally all the time and I love it so much. So I definitely want to do like college cooking videos, that kind of thing, because I know a lot of people like want to cook, but they either don't know how to or just don't know like what's easy to cook. And all the things that I make literally are so easy. I just love it so much. And I also don't know what I'm majoring in. That's another random update. So I'm taking this career planning class. It's supposed to help me figure that out, so hopefully I'll figure that out. I'm like everything that I love doing, like video editing, like makeup, cooking, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, what can I major in like that? Like, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Is to me explaining why I started eating meat and why I'm no longer vegetarian, and just a couple life updates. It probably was all over the place. I'm super scatterbrained, but I think that's all that I had to say. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. I'm just now realizing how fast I was talking during that entire video and how people are probably not going to either be able to understand me or say something about it, so I'm sorry about that, but you know, eventually you'll catch on.